Some conventional veterinarians advocate against raw feeding because oftentimes the owner is unknowingly feeding an unbalanced diet. In this video, I will be going over NRC guidelines and nutritional holes that raw diets can have if only feeding raw meaty bone, muscle meats, and organ, then going over the fresh whole foods that you can add into your dog's meals to balance it. This isn't an intent to scare you from feeding a raw diet, but it's something I want to bring more awareness about so vets can maybe start gaining a little more trust in owners that truly go above and beyond when feeding a raw diet, because feeding chicken wings and ground beef just won't cut it. So what is NRC? NRC is the National Research Council, which is responsible for establishing the minimum and recommended allowances for essential nutrients for dogs and cats to maintain optimal health. This is what we should all strive to meet, even if you're having to balance it over time. Some raw feeders may think feeding a variety of 80% muscle meats, 10% raw meaty bone, and 10% organ is enough. While this is great that they do that at least, it isn't enough to balance. There are nutritional gaps that are almost impossible to fill unless you feed whole prey often or you add in fresh whole foods that provide these lost nutrients. Other raw feeders go a little farther with their dog's diet and include veggies, fruit, oily fish, and egg. This is definitely a step in the right direction. Vegetables do add fiber and vitamins, fruits provide antioxidants, oily fish adds omega-3s, and depending on the fish, sometimes vitamin D as well, and eggs provide vitamins and riboflavin. But that's not all that's missing. Well, what nutrients are actually lost when you aren't feeding whole prey, and how can I add them into my dog's meal? Vitamin D. This helps to maintain bone and teeth health, as well as immune system, brain, and nervous system function. This is often provided by the medley of secreting organs within the whole prey's body, as well as the blood. To meet vitamin D requirements, you can add in cod liver oil, mackerel, herring, beef liver, or eggs. Vitamin E. This is a fat-soluble vitamin that acts as an antioxidant protecting against cell damage. This is found in small traces throughout the prey's body, but most likely concentrated within the animal's digestive tract, along with scavenging here and there as well. To meet vitamin E requirements, you can add in wheatgrass, sunflower seeds, or almonds. Remember to soak and puree your seeds and nuts before feeding, as doing this helps the body absorb the nutrients better. Zinc. This is a mineral that's important for strong immune system function, healing wounds, and to support growth. This is most likely concentrated in eyeballs, but again, it's found throughout the body like muscular meats and organs like heart, gizzards, and tongue. A raw diet high in red meat protein will provide adequate amounts of zinc. To meet zinc requirements, you can add in canned oysters, wheatgrass, pumpkin seeds, or pine nuts. Make sure they are cooked oysters if you aren't feeding canned. Manganese. This is an essential trace element that is needed to produce energy, metabolize protein, and supports healthy joint function. It's said that fur and feathers of a whole prey animal provide manganese, but there's no hard evidence to know for sure yet. To meet manganese requirements, you can add in blue or green lipped mussels, wheatgrass, hemp seed hearts, pumpkin seeds, or green tripe. Just like the oysters, make sure the mussels are lightly steamed or cooked. If they're on the half shell, they've been cooked and you're good to go. Iodine. This is a mineral that's important for proper thyroid function, and surprise, the mineral is found in the thyroid glands of a whole prey animal. Symptoms of insufficient thyroid activity include poor growth, hair loss, weight gain, weakness, and behavioral changes. There are also issues relating with over-supplementing iodine as well. To meet iodine requirements, you can add in kelp, but be sure to do your research on how much your dog needs so you don't over or underdose. DHA. This is an omega-3 that is provided by the prey's brain. To meet EPA and DHA requirements, you can feed oily fish like mackerel, herring, salmon, anchovies, smelt, and sardines. Need an example of an NRC balanced bowl? Here is what my 25-pound Corgi's bowl looks like. I add in the raw meaty bone for calcium, and it's a plus if it has fur or feathers, beef liver for vitamin D and A, kidney for B vitamins, and a variety of muscle meats consisting of hard-working parts like heart and gizzard, as well as red meats like pork and beef. Then I add in the veggies for fiber and vitamins, and I don't usually add veggies in raw, they're just added in this way for show, and it's also always best to either steam, puree, or ferment your dog's veggies. I add in berries for additional vitamins and antioxidants, anchovies for omega-3s, green lipped mussels for manganese, oyster for zinc, goat's milk yogurt just for some probiotics and to have something to mix the powdered ingredients in, kelp for iodine, and vitamin E oil for vitamin E. Whether you're feeding a strict PMR diet, a more relaxed but more balanced BARF diet, or want to get technical with an NRC balanced diet, whatever method you choose, feed responsibly. Figure out what your dog needs to thrive by keeping an eye on their stool, their body condition, and their overall health. If you're interested in other raw diets or raw feeding in general, check out these videos.